Now, the problem which is shown on the presentation will be solved here with the software. Okay, a sphere of diameter 50 mm resting centrally on top of a cube of sides 50 mm. Draw the isometric projections of the combination of solids. So let me start the problem. First, line command. I'm making it 0.25 or 0.35 and drawing the orthographic view. Okay, I'm just doing it fast so that it is not time consuming. Okay, now draw the sphere square cube, 50 mm length, 0 angle, 50 mm length, 90 angle, 50 mm length, 180 angle, and then close it. Okay, select the object and make it 0.5 mm thick. Okay, after that give annotations A, A1, B, B1, this is C, C1, this will be D, D1. Okay, after this give the dimensions at one side. Okay, after this take line command, take the projection command, that is 0.13, and draw the diagonals to locate the center of the cube. Now after drawing, I'll make it as O, O1. Okay, this is O, O1. Now taking circle command with center, circle by center. I've located the center of this here, and then diameter is here. I'll make it 50. Enter it, you'll get the diameter and make this line as 0.5 mm thick. Okay, this is how we draw the top of view. Okay, then take projection line 0.13 from this point, draw the projection lines. Okay, from the center also projection line. Height is 50 mm length, so I'm taken visible line from the base length. I've taken 50 mm length. From the base, I've taken these points. This is also 50 mm length, and then closing it off. So this is the line which is 0.13 axis line. From here, I've just drawn the axis line. Okay, after I've drawn this, make sure that you draw the sphere. Take, before that, look at the point exactly at 25 mm. So from this point, I've taken one construction line. From here, I'm measuring 25 mm length. So I can look at the center of the sphere, then take circle command. This is the center of the sphere, dimension as 50 mm. So this becomes exactly 0.5 mm. I can just remove this line if you want, or you can keep it if you want, and then give the dimensions so that it is showing you the dimensions. Okay, if you want, I can show you, give the annotations. This is A dash and D dash is not seen. Here C dash, B dash is seen, whereas C dash is not seen. Okay, this is how we draw it. Similarly, here you can draw O dash, here O1 dash, here A1 dash, B1 dash, which is inside the brackets, here B1, B1 dash, C1 dash is in the brackets. This is how we draw the annotations. After that, okay, we need to draw the isometric projections. Line command, I'm taking 0.35 and drawing a horizontal line first. After drawing a horizontal line, I can take the midpoint and draw a line. Okay, I can draw this side also one more line, and then I can give dimensions. Go to the dimensions here. Go to angle between command and give the dimensions each other. This is 28 now. I'll make it 30. Okay. $30. Once again, this side 29. I'll make it 30. So both the sides it is 30 mm. Now I'll draw exactly with isometric view values. Okay, this is exactly 50 mm, right? So I'll just show you how to do it. Take line command, make it 0.5 mm. From this point, measure exactly 50. Exactly 50. I'm not converting it here. This is the solid edge software type. So I've drawn exactly 50 mm length. From here, 50 mm length I've drawn. I've kept it here both the sides. Okay. Simple way of construction. Go to move command, copy command, and then copy this line from this endpoint, locate it here. Similarly, copy this line from this endpoint, locate it here. This is how we can draw the base portion of the cube. Now, very easy. Line command once again with 0.5 mm length. From one corner, I'm drawing 50 mm length vertical line. Okay, this is 50 mm length. I'll use move and copy command once again. Locate the point. From here, I'm moving onto the all three corners this way, so that I can construct the 4 vertical lines to draw the height of the cube. Okay. Now, simple way, select this 4 corners using control command. Hold the control button and just locate the select the points. Go to move, copy command. From any of the corner, move it to the top. This is how it's so easy to construct. Okay. Now what I'm doing, line command, going to the 0.13 thickness line to draw the projection line from the line on the top view to draw the center of the top face of the cube. After locating it here, I've already drawn it here. So this is the midpoint. So what I'll do, I'll measure the isometric radius. I'm measuring isometric radius. Keep in your mind. I'm measuring isometric radius. I've taken line command from this corner. From this point, I have to measure isometric radius. What I'm going to do, 25 mm into 0.8164. I have typed in here in the length command here. You can see I'm highlighted here. 20 into 0.8164. That is nothing but the radius of the circle into 0.8164. That is the reduced scale. That is the reduced scale. I am locating it here. Enter it. This is the length. Okay. This line is there, right? That is the exact length of the radius. So it is 20.41. 20.41 is the radius point. Okay. Now what I have to do is, before I draw this sphere, I have to reduce it into 0.8164 scale. That is, I have to make it projection, isometric projection. Now what I've drawn is isometric view. Whatever drawn now with actual length, that is isometric view. Whereas when I'm drawing it, when converting it, it becomes isometric projection. So I'm selecting the entire object like this, hold the control button, remove these angles and also this dimension line. Okay, so that is also not, that is removed. Okay, now what I have to do is, after selecting it, in the move command button with the down arrow, come to scale. You can see it is a scale here. Click on scale and you can see scale factor. You can see scale factor, it is already 1. So I'll make it as 0.8164. I've typed it as 0.8164, enter it. When you enter it, you can see the scale of the object is reduced. Okay. Now I'm just locating the corner here and clicking the point. When I click the point, it is reduced now. So this length, which was earlier 50 mm, if I click on the line, you can see it is 40.82. 40.82 because it is reduced now. All the sides which was made as a cube of 50 mm, it will be 40.82 on all the corners. You can just have a look. This is how it is been converted. Now what should I do? I have to select this and remove copy command, and then locate the corner here. This is how I have to locate it. So now this is the exact location of the sphere. So go to circle command. From this end point, that is 20.41 end point, click the center and then give 50 mm diameter. 50 mm diameter. This circle is 50 mm diameter. I'm making it as visible line. Okay, you can see, I'll zoom it here. You can see this circle is crossing the midpoint of the top face of the cube. This is the midpoint, right? This is the height. This is the length of the line. That is 20.41. Isometric length of the radius to locate the center of the sphere, and then with actual dimension, you can see this is the actual dimension. I've drawn it. Actual dimension, exact diameter 50, exact actual, whereas the location of the center is 20.41. that is isometric value of the radius. Now after you've drawn this much, you have to remove the unwanted lines which is not seen. So go to trim command, remove the lines which are not visible. These lines are not visible. So many lines are being removed off. This is how simple it is to draw the isometric projections. Okay. See, I'm just retaining this value to make sure that this is the isometric value of the actual radius of the circle, sphere of 50 mm diameter. That ends the problem 1. Let me go to the second problem. Okay. Here, a hemisphere of 40 mm diameter is supported coaxially on a vertex of a cone of base diameter 60 mm and axis length of 50 mm. The flat circumference face, circular face of the hemisphere is facing upside. Draw the isometric projection of the combination of solids. So here I've taken a hemisphere. Hemisphere means if you cut the sphere into two halves, one part will be called as hemisphere. You have taken one more problem, there's nothing but the cone of base diameter 60, axis is 50 mm. And how it's placed? It is placed like you have seen the isometric ice cream cone, right? So you are inverting it. You're keeping the circular part on the base part. On top of it, you are keeping the ball, which is cut into half. That is how you have to imagine. So what will I do? Once again, to consider the problem, I've taken one line here like this, axis length. This is X, this is Y, this is VP, this will be HP. Okay, keep them properly at one particular point, and then start constructing it. See, in the top of view, I can see the base of the cone, that is 60 mm. Okay, I can see axis point. No, it cannot be seen axis point because it's like a cone. So take circle command. Okay, make it 0.5 mm, and from here draw a circle of 60 mm diameter. Okay, 60 mm diameter. Now height is not seen in the top of view, so let me go to the hemisphere of 40 mm. So from the same center, I can click it here, make it 40 mm circle. Okay, only these two are seen in the top of view. So I'll just draw two angles to locate the exact values of the circle, 60 mm and 40 mm. Now take line command, projection line. From this corner, I'm drawing one vertical line. from this corner, I'm drawing one vertical line. Okay, that those corners are enough. Make it visible line from baseline to this line. You are joining it. Now take the axis line from center. You draw the axis line. From here, height is 50 mm is given. From here, measure 50 mm length. Okay, and then make this line as axis line. Okay, line command 0.5 mm continuous line. From here, join the corners so that it becomes cone of height 50 mm, diameter, the base diameter is 60 mm, height is 50 mm. So dimension it, you can just show it 50 mm. Now I have to draw the diameter hemisphere of 40 mm. So what should I do? Line command, I have to take it. From here, I'll just draw 20 mm length so that it is a half of the diameter. This is 20 mm. I'll make it 0.13 projection line. This is 20 mm. So I'll take circle command. From circle command, I'll draw 40 mm circle. Okay. This is 40 mm circle. You can see diameter is 40 mm. I've drawn on top of it. Now I'll take line command. I'll make visible line from this point to this point. I've drawn one line. It is exactly half of the sphere. So I'll remove the unwanted portion of it. Okay. This is the axis line. See, this is how it is seen in the front view. I can give dimensions this way because this is radius 20 mm or diameter 40 mm. This is how you have to draw the orthographic view in the front view and the top of view. Okay. Now I have to draw the same thing in the isometric view. Line command, I've taken 0.35. I've drawn one horizontal line. After that, I'll locate the midpoint. Easy to locate the midpoint. So I've taken a midpoint point, and then I'll draw two lines on either sides at some angles, and then take angle between command here, and then draw these two lines. I'll give an angle, make them 30 degrees. Click here, click on the line, click on the line, click on the other line, 36, make it 30-degree angle line on either sides. Okay. After this, you can see I'm just keeping the object in a box. Okay. See, from this point, I'm just drawing lines which are crossing over. You can see, just drawn the line which are crossing over. Using the trim corner command, you can see this trim corner command taken. I've not taken extend command, I've taken trim corner. Click on this line and select this line and the horizontal line, vertical line, this one. Click on this. So corners are drawn. This line is there, this line is there. So click on this line, click on this line, you can just convert it. Similarly, this line and this line and the other line. So this becomes the cornering or putting the box into, putting the circle into the box. Okay, same we can draw it here also, this way. In the quadrant, you can just draw the lines. So it is easy to locate the points. This is how we have drawn this circle, and I'm drawing the lines so that it is touching the outermost box, so that becomes easier to draw. This is easy to draw in the computers, whereas when you're drawing it, this is how we need to draw in the sketchbook. So after that, the diameter is 50 mm. So what will I do? I'll draw to the isometric view first and then convert it into isometric projections. So what will I do? Take line command, visible line. No, I'll take projection lines, 0.35. From this corner, I measure 60 mm length. From here, I'll measure 60, locate it here. From here, I'll measure 60, locate it here. Okay, this line and this line are two 60 mm lengths. So I'll take move and copy command, select this line from here. I'll keep it here. From selecting this line, I'm just keeping it this side. So this becomes a base portion of the cone. Okay, so this is a cone is like a circle, right? So it is like an ellipse. So use ellipse command. So draw one major line and one minor axis, major axis and minor axis. As I've told, locate the major axis, minor axis corners to the opposite midpoint like this. Join the lines, opposite midpoints. This is how we need to locate the midpoints from the minor axis corners to the opposite midpoints. Later, take arc by center point, arc by center point command. Now locate this corner, minor axis corner to the midpoint of any of the sides of the opposite and then draw an arc. Okay. So this arc will be of 0.5 mm. So arc command, make it 0.5. So take the minor axis corner and the radius of midpoint. From here, draw an arc. Similarly, this is the point. Locate this point and this has the radius line to draw an arc. Similarly, locate this corner. This has a radius line. Draw one arc. This is how the base portion has been drawn. Now, this is the center of the base portion. So height is 50 mm. Draw a line of 50 mm length. So from here, measure 50 mm length. This is the height of the cone. So when you're joining the circumference of the hemisphere ellipse, make sure that it is tangent. So when you're drawing the lines, it should be tangent. So from this corner, you have to draw a tangent line. See, this is how it shows. You can see there's a tangent symbol. You can see the tangent symbol next to the two lines center. So that if it's coming, just click on that. Similarly, from this side, the tangent should be visible. Only there you have to click on it. Okay. After you draw the tangent circles, now you have to draw this particular circle, right? So what you have to do, you have to measure the height, or what I can do, I can simply measure the height from here. It is how much? Radius of 20 mm. So I'm reducing it. I've drawn actual scale. So 20 mm length, I've taken it here, located a point. Now what I'll do, I'll in a separate diagram, I'll draw the ellipse part of it. So what I'll do, once again, I'll draw equation lines, midpoint on either sides. Okay, this angle is 30 degrees. This angle is 30 degrees. Okay, now length is 20 mm length, right? So for the circle, so from here, I'll draw I'll draw 20 mm length. From here, I'll draw 20 mm length. Okay, I'll zoom it to show you clearly. This is how you can, it's very easy to draw 20 mm, or copy and paste it here. Copy this line, paste it at this end point. Copy this line from here, paste it, copy this line and paste it. Okay. Now, same thing. Midpoint corners, you just draw it, then get the midpoints. Then arc by center point. From this point, draw the circle.